this up. I mean, what motivated you to volunteer with Milk Mentors MB?
Actually, I stumbled upon it when I was trying to donate milk. I had a pretty abundant supply of breast milk in my freezer that my baby refused to drink. So I thought, well, I can maybe be a donor. And my sister just had given birth to triplets. So she was doing, breastfeeding one baby, combo feeding another baby, exclusively pumping for another. So I was like, you know what, there's a need for this. I looked to donate milk and found out that my milk was simply too old. So I wasn't close enough to having given birth. So I wanted to help in maybe another way and stumbled upon Milk Mentors.
Robin, tell us more about the program. How does it work?
Yeah, so we're pretty green. We just launched in January 2020. And basically how the program works, we're modeled after a successful model in Ontario called Breastfeeding Buddies, which has been around for over 20 years. And the idea is that it's a peer-led support model for us to walk along parents in their food journey, whatever that looks like. So we support breastfeeding, chest feeding, exclusive pumping, combo feeding. We sort of have a running joke, no matter what kind of support you need, we have a mentor for it. Devin is one of our mentors who's been with us from the very beginning, and we have 35 folks across the province who are taking the training. But sort of the jewel of the program is my mentors themselves each have a minimum of 6 months lived experience with feeding their own baby. I'm also a parent who's fed both of my babies as well with their different feeding experiences. So we've really all been there in the trenches. We know what it's like to be up for that 2 a.m. feeding and feel really like nervous or overwhelmed. And we all bring these different models of like experiences to just really be a cheerleader for parents and support them.
You mentioned chest feeding as well. Who can access Milk Mentor services?
So chest feeding is the term that we use for folks in the non-binary community, trans community. We also use it for folks that are perhaps vasectomy survivors. So our program is open for anyone in Manitoba. Sort of connect with us via social media. They can send us an email or a text, say that they're looking for support, and then we'll have a little chat to see what experience they're looking for in terms of what they're doing right now in their own journey. And then we go into our mentor database and select mentors with similar lived experience to connect them one-to-one. And then they talk on the phone, they can text, they can video chat, or email with them.
Devin, there is this idea that breastfeeding should come naturally to parents. What kind of impact does that have on folks, and in particular as you mentor as well, on learning how to feed their baby?
Yeah, that's a great point. I do think there's sort of a message maybe in television and everything like that, you're either going to produce milk and breastfeed your baby, or you're not going to be able to produce milk and you're going to formula feed your baby. And that it's as simple as that. But really it's a huge spectrum. You are going to fall probably somewhere in between, potentially, combo feeding, pumping, SNS feeding. And, really every mother I speak to or every mother I've spoken to so far has been surprised by how hard breastfeeding was compared to what they were expecting. And it was the same for me. It's a skill that we have to learn and practice.
Robin, are there still those stigmas or the way that the world characterizes how easy or how hard this is? Do those still exist?
Yes, the stigmas definitely exist, and so many of the parents who seek support in our program, I think, are coming to us specifically because of that stigma. They're thinking, oh, this should have been so easy for me. It should have been so natural for me. I'm feeling really guilty about it. And again, as mentors and as parents ourselves, we have all been in those moments of self-doubt. So we really are just there to walk alongside them and say, we recognize that you're doing your best. You're feeding your baby the best way you can, and we think you're doing a great job.
Devin, what do you think life, your lived experience would have been like if you knew about this program and this existed?
I had a very supportive partner. He definitely wanted to help me in my journey with breastfeeding, but at the end of the day, he just wasn't experiencing what I was experiencing. And so every challenge I went through meant I was, Googling or searching for answers. You don't want to make an appointment or go to a facility every time you have a question. And a lot of times you just kind of need somebody to vent to. And not everybody in your circle maybe has been through exactly what you've been through. So like Robin said, they're pairing, parents with other parents who have been through a very similar experience. So it can really help validate your feelings. And I think that probably would have been huge when I was breastfeeding.
There is one thing, part of it is you've read things or you know things because people have told you, but it's not the same until you've actually experienced it. Robin, how is Milk Mentors MB celebrating National Breastfeeding Week?
Yeah, we're doing some fun giveaways on our social media that are starting up over the week. We're also going to be at the Millennium Library today between 11 and 1. And we're alongside our friends at the Milk Club, which is the Manitoba Interdisciplinary Lactation Center. So we're going to be sharing a booth with them at Millennium Library today to sort of spread the word about our program and let folks know we exist.
Devin, what do you hope parents or people who are listening who might be struggling with breastfeeding or chest feeding right now, what message do you want to leave with them?
I often tell the parents I speak to that right now it feels, overwhelming. You need to be in the perfect position and you need to latch your baby 10 times maybe to get it right. And it feels like you maybe will never leave the house again. But with practice, with experience, it gets easier and easier and easier. So, one day you probably will be nursing a baby on one side on the phone while you're making dinner. But, it's just a matter of finding the tools and finding the support to get you there, but there is a way there.
Robin, what about you?
I mean, isn't Devin wonderful? That's exactly what I would say too. Like, it's just so important to connect with a parent and just, as parents ourselves, we always second guess ourselves all the time. And it's just so nice. I wish that when I was first in the trenches feeding my own children, that I would have had someone who had have just been there and been like, I know what this is like. It will get better. It will get easier, and you're going to figure it out. So yeah, just being that cheerleader for them and just saying like, you're doing great, and you'll get there the way you need to get there.
Thanks to both of you for the work that you do, and do take good care.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Devin Meyer-Ducharme, a parent of 2 kids and a mentor with Milk Mentors MB. Robin Brown is the program coordinator. You can find more information on Milk Mentors through Facebook or Instagram. Just look up Milk Mentors MB. That's Milk Mentors MB.